everybody. Let's play Mission Alpha of the Dark Tribe campaign.
Push comes to shove. The Dark Dominions spread like a plague. They seem to be everywhere in the meantime. The Romans and Mayas should have gotten here by now, but there is still no sign of them. We cannot afford to wait for them. If we do not act soon, the Dark Tribe will be too strong for us all. There is a ray of hope. Our spies think they have located the final Dark Temple, and this could well be the heart of this dark domain. If we succeed in destroying it, perhaps we can succeed in freeing ourselves of them once and for all.
Okay, so we should conquer the Dark Tribe and capture the entire landscape, whatever that exactly means. But as the intro said, we can't be attacked by the Dark Tribe, so it's a pretty safe mission. So we should focus on productivity, just like the other times. Which could be a bit hard this time. It looks like we first should build a small housing, so we get at least some people. And let's also search for our mountain. So it's pretty funny. The Vikings are the only nation where building 5 small residences is nearly as cheap as building one large. Which is interesting. You only have to pay 1 more stone, and by building 2 medium residences, you will need 1 less stone but 1 more plank. And I think that's pretty interesting. Okay, we got more stone up here. We have we have 3 hammers. No shovel. So we really have like no resource at all. There should be a mountain somewhere here, I think. And it looked like there are the resources lying around. So let's search for that mountain. And we also need to use towers to conquer this mountain. Since we can't build any pioneers, well, we can build some by decreasing the number of our diggers, but that's not what we should do. So this area looks pretty plain, boring. I'm honestly a bit disappointed. And there are no resources hidden. So we can build a fishery. And we can also build... We can even build a hunter. And we can build a mill and bakery. Because we have one scythe. So as always, I'm a bit afraid that I won't have enough people. So I think I will build a medium residence early on. Just to make sure. So in that area we only have coal, so let's search for iron. Which we also have to somehow reach. And while we are waiting, we can try to explore the island a bit. Since our forester is a bit slow now, since he has to plant trees in the beginning, we can clear this area as well, which we can hopefully use to build some buildings. Okay, so back there is iron. So I think I will try some... Although it's not the best idea, I guess. But I will lower the number of diggers and produce 2 pioneers. Since I won't be building that much in the beginning, I think. Oh, I forgot to build my sawmill. Whoopsie. So there are roads everywhere. Maybe they are leading somewhere, but I'm not sure if they do. We can only produce very basic resources like one stone mine. Can only have, well, 2, maybe 3 iron mines, 2 coal mines. Also coal isn't important because we are Vikings and Vikings can build charcoal makers. So we got that, which is pretty helpful. So this will be really a slow start. So we didn't find anything special yet. But we will need to improve our economy fast. I mean, we got 2 miners and we got 1 pickaxe. Well, that's certainly better than nothing. But it's still not great. So that's where we should place a stone mine. That's where we should place an iron mine. Another iron mine. And the last iron mine. So let's build the iron mine and the coal mine. We don't need those 2 guys anymore. So I will later build some more. I just don't need them right away. So, and when those mines are finished... Oh, there's already dark land here. Oh, I'm a bit confused. I don't understand why they shouldn't be able to reach me, but maybe it's just tainted. Oh no, they are also hostile units. So I don't understand why they shouldn't be able to reach me on my island. I mean, it's connected, clearly. Maybe that's because the AI will never pass those areas, but I'm not sure. Or maybe it's also just units standing around on my island. But it's a bit strange. So, our mines are finished soon, so max the iron smelter. We will have to wait until we have 6 boards anyway, so this will take some time. I've also decided I will use this axe for another woodcutter, rather than my normal approach to use this one for a slaughterhouse. But I don't think that this would be a good idea at the moment. So let's see how much coal we get. We should hopefully get at least 4 coal. But it sadly looks like we only get 1. That's really bad. We only get 1 coal and so much iron. Well, I will try to just build a second coal mine. Which will hopefully help. Well, let's speed up things. So we should get our at least one more coal so we can produce a pickaxe, a saw. Hopefully. So I didn't pay attention, but it looks like we got one coal, which really isn't much. So well, I need to build a fisherman's hut. Yay, we got 4 boards now. Oh, we got even 2 extra coal. So we can send one there. And produce another axe. And we should probably build a hunter somewhere to go catch some animals. But I don't see many running around, only one rabbit up here. And one down here, or one there. So, well, it wouldn't help much to build one. So yeah, for now we send fish to our coal mine. And at the same time we are trying to produce some red, and then we will send our fish to the iron mine. But we have 5 iron, so we can produce some tools. Before running out of iron. I mean, we are missing boards right now anyway, so... And I'm still trying to clean up that area. So our wood production now nearly doubled. But we will still need much more tools. And by much more, I mean a lot more. But I still need to keep in mind that I need water later to produce mana. So I need to keep that space as well. Well, I can build a mill at a good spot, but not a bakery. Let's not build that grain farm, since it will just cost us lots of resources and won't help at the moment, because we need more basic resources. And we will soon need people again. So we now also get more iron, because I have a hunter. We get at least some coal by using fish. So everything is improving right now. I still need much more wood, so I need to cover more area, so I can build more woodcutters and foresters. And I've just decided something. I will produce only golden soldiers, since I can take as much time as I want. Why should I bother producing soldiers I do not need? And why shouldn't I just produce golden soldiers? So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I think it's always interesting to see how very few resources are converted into a blooming country or blooming civilization. But I still need more. Much more. So it looks like at the moment I have enough wares, but not enough people to transport everything and not enough planer to plane everything. So that's certainly the next problem I have to fix. But I'm already on it. So I really hope this large residence is built soon. So I'm building some storage areas there, because I want them as buffer area. So that's at least the idea. So I can still have all my production down there without running into any problems. While I'll still need to conquer the mountain area, so I'm able to produce strong soldiers, namely rank 3 soldiers, because that's my final goal, to only have those. Those 5 geologists will later become builders as well. So those tools aren't useless. I'm not sure if I will ever no longer be in need for those guys, but maybe I will convert some of them to gardeners. But we will see. So it looks like at the moment I have enough boards, so I'm not building enough stuff. But there's always one thing you can build and should build, and that's houses. So you get more carriers and won't run into any problems. Oh, I think that hunter is now used while he just went out to hunt one of those enemies. Oh, there's another enemy, but he's in my way. So I'll get rid of him. So I still have 2 axes left and I'm a bit confused why. But I think that's because I wanted to use one more axe for a woodcutter. That just clears the area. So by having 2 toolsmith works, I hope to improve my tool production quite a lot. So I will never run into problems not having the tools I want. At least not in a timely manner. Oh, hey, geez, say what? G? Well, I will just call you GS. I guess that's good for us all. And thank you. I really appreciate it. It's rare that one gets feedback on YouTube, I think. And it's even rarer that it's positive. And I'm always happy to hear that someone likes my videos. Although I'm not putting much effort into it. To be honest. I think lots of people have had a look at some videos, like I watched a video where someone played Factorio and he built a machine that automatically builds itself so he can reach the end of the map, and that included like 13 days of recording and editing and stuff like that. So I'm always pretty impressed by those people. Sadly I'm none of them. I just at some point I decided to just switch to live streaming and hope that someone likes what I'm doing. Yep, same for me. So this is one of the games I always can come back to. Like, it's just nice to do the same again. Reminds me of good old days where everything seemed to be easier. You didn't have to worry about anything. You could just settle and, well, mess around a bit. And I think that's the reason why lots of people tend to play old games they played in their youth. Because it reminds them of that time. But I'm okay with that. Because I do accept loving easier times, at least for me. Easier times. So, and that's one of the games. Also, I really like the music sometimes. Sometimes it's annoying, but most of the time I really like it. So I want to reach that gold area here because I want to produce only golden soldiers. And well, to produce only golden soldiers I need quite a lot of gold. So that's my current goal. But I also want to conquer this area down here because that's where I might be able to build quite some fisheries. Although they are pretty far away. Maybe that's a problem. Well, I don't think that this will be a problem. I think that's okay. So I'm a bit confused why that woodcutter is full with logs and they won't get used. I think that's because I didn't build my last sawmill I wanted to build. Because I've got 5 sawmills, which means I need 10 woodcutters. Yeah, that's the problem. I need one more sawmill. Or maybe even 2 more sawmills. Because logs seem to quite pile up. So let's produce another saw. Oh, and I need to produce line and rod for my fisheries. My favorite tribe. Huh. That's a tough question. Well, to play, I think it's the Romans. Because I don't know, they are the simplest because they just need some stone and some boards, so it feels just balanced. You never run into the problem like with the Vikings. You always have a really slow start because you will never have enough boards in the beginning. It needs quite a lot of space to produce enough boards, so that's why I dislike the Vikings. And Mayans, on the other hand, have a pretty quick start because, well, you only need stone and you can, in most cases, build quite some stone cutters huts. So they have a quick start, but later you will have problems because you will always run out of stone. So you're just there trying to get stone somehow, if it's by magic or if it's by any other means. So I always find that one annoying. And Trojans, their healer's quarters isn't working. At least I have no idea how it's working. Maybe it needs mana, I have no idea. But it never heals my soldiers, so that's why I dislike Trojans. Because, well, that's just annoying to not being able to heal your soldiers. So it's the Romans. If you'd ask me which one I think is strongest, I think it's the Vikings. Because they can build their offense spells are so strong. They have 3 good offense spells. Fear, what is that other one? Freeze and Bloodlust. And I think all of them are pretty much overpowered compared to other spells. Like the only offense spell the Mayans have is like they can, well, okay, they have 2 spells, like one is teleporting soldiers away, but hey, you are teleporting them away, which won't kill them, so they are still there, and it's just a matter of time until they come back and attack you, so you win nothing by teleporting them. Well, maybe except in multiplayer, where you could teleport them into another player, so they are killed there or something like that. But that's just theoretical for me, and since I'm not playing multiplayer in Settlers 4, I don't think it's really good. And I forgot what spells the Trojans have. I think they can lock one building. And they can PC-fire, I have no idea what that spell was called. Like they can force enemies to drop their weapons, I think. Maybe it was another nation. So, but I still think Vikings are the strongest nation then. Probably the internet will disagree with me, because there are likely some tactics that are more advanced than anything I'm ever doing. But yeah, Romans. So, just asking vice versa, which one is yours then? Yeah. For me, honestly, it's always annoying for me to use spells, because I don't like getting those people to the front because they need to be at the front, because their spells have a limited range, and when they are at the front they just die, and we always have to keep an eye out for them. So I also never use those spells in most cases. It's just strange somehow. Although I really like Romans also have pretty strong offense spells, I think. They have that Convert Barbarian spell, which just gives you some soldiers, so you can quickly just be stronger than the enemy, so kill soldiers and become stronger, which is also pretty strong. And they have that I have no idea, that lightning strike, which just kills soldiers. So that's also pretty strong. So yeah, I think Romans are also pretty strong as well. Not only fun to play. And honestly, what I like most about them, you only need 1 building to produce mana instead of 2. So you just place a vineyard and get wine by, well, you just get wine, and that's it. No strings attached. And you don't have to build another building, and you need water, and you need... I don't know what you need. So it's just easy and fast, and I think the only thing is you need a mountain or some uneven area. But in most cases you have an area where you can do that. So getting mana as a Roman is also easy. So I've got my 25 pioneers and I still feel slow, to be honest. So, well, why not build 25 more? Why not have 50 pioneers who just conquer the land for me? Conquer territory. I guess you have to say territory. My English is pretty unsettlerish. Because I don't know most words, I guess. And when programming, I never stumble across words like territory or shipwreck. They are not that common. So why just did you stop playing? Since you said you used to play the game in your youth and now you stopped playing, or just have no more time to do so? Or doing so? Doing so. Well, thanks. I still remember... So, I guess you know, but can you guess where I'm from? So, which country? Because my English teacher in high school once told me that I sound like I was from Scandinavia. Which was a pretty strange compliment, I guess. If it was one. I'm not sure. Yeah, I hear that quite often. Luckily, I never grew up. I don't know if that's a good thing, but at least it allows me to play games all day. Well, not all day. Oh well, all day. I'm playing nearly every day. So yeah, I got that one at least. Yeah, you're right, I'm from Germany. And I still want to find out how to pronounce coal and bread. At least it feels wrong. But I'm not sure. So, we need more farms. Well, actually one more farm, I think. Oh no, I want 4 more farms. So, let's find space for farms. Well, this is a pretty bad space, since there are lots of roads leading up here. And later to that area. Well, I should probably restrain from... restrain. Oh. Back up from my initial plan to conquer this area down here. And should first conquer that area. So I can finally build my gold mines. And produce all the gold I want. Although I still need a good spot for everything. Yeah, but well, I will find it, I hope. I also need quite a lot of barracks, I think. Oh well, let's just place them here. We can start with a little production. So one more iron smelter. So that's enough for the beginning. It's not the best one, but at least it's some. Southeast. South? Oh, east. Yeah, well, there's a desert only. And yeah, I'm slowly expanding. I need that iron for producing my weapons. But I also need some coal. So I also need that area here. Well, maybe I need this one first. Oh well, no, it doesn't matter at all. Let's first get the golden area. And I also need quite lots of pickaxes. And lots of people. So I should never stop building large residencies. I think I will destroy some later. So just place them. Oh right, I know why I wanted to expand here as well, because I wanted to cut all those trees with that woodcutter. So that's been one of the reasons. So I've got 3 fisheries already. But I should have 6. Because I produced 5 more water and line and I already got 1 in the beginning, and I need to change my settings. And I want to get rid of that tree because then I can build a fishery there. Yeah, that's certainly something that's missing in Settlers 2. Some time ago I thought about that, like adding housing in Settlers 2. Which then just increases the number of carriers you can have. But yeah, that's something that's certainly interesting in Settlers 3 and 4. Also, I don't know why, but since you produce all this stuff just to produce one soldier, I feel a bit attached to them. So if my soldiers die, this feels a bit more sad than if they die in like Age of Empires. Well, then just someone died and well, he will be reproduced. No big deal. But here everybody is, well, I took care for them. So it's sad to lose them. Like yesterday, I don't know if you had a look at the stream, but there was one weak soldier in my only gold soldier army, and I was really sad when he died, because he actually managed to conquer a military building, but I didn't defend it, so well, he was sadly killed. Yeah, although I dislike Settlers 5, I have to give it that it also somewhat felt the same. Simply because when they died, they had that sad light beam coming up, indicating that one of your fellow soldiers died. And I don't know, I think maybe that's the main difference to some games, that dying is announced a bit more than in other games. Like, I don't know, in Age of Empires, the soldier dies, he lies on the ground and, well, then decomposes and is gone. So you won't really notice, but getting that light beam into your face really tells you, hey, someone died. And it's just the same with those ghosts coming up in Settlers 3 and 4. Which also tells you, hey, well, you lost someone. That's not a good thing. So, let's build all these buildings. I'm seeing a bit of coal there, so why not place a coal mine? Although it won't be very efficient. It will still give us some coal, and now get some iron. No, that one has been there. Yeah, my pioneers, they should work. I should create a map which you can only conquer by using pioneers and call it Pioneers of Begonia. So I think that buffer storage area is pretty good. Oh, I'm missing stone. Again. Didn't I run into the same problem yesterday? Well, let's build those stone mines then. But sadly this also means I need much more farms. Because I need much more bread. So, more farms. So, you always have to be aware, you could place a farm here, but I can't place fields on uneven areas, I think, so I should just place them here. And not on the main road. Oh, I have to wait until this tree has been cut down, because also farmers can't plant fields on these roads, which is a bit annoying since you can't control them. But yeah, and you never know which one is the perfect, but you could probably know, but I'm not skilled enough to. You could probably know where you will later have large roads, but well. Who thinks before he starts building? Certainly not me. I'm just having fun settling around and building stuff. So we nearly reached the Darkland. I'm also using those towers to cover most of the area, but not every small area, which my pioneers are good for. And now that I have 50 pioneers, I will use 25 of them later as a gardener, I think. And that should also work fine. So let's just place as much mines as I can, and well, at some point I will get prompted that I should produce more pickaxes. And when that happens, I will do that. So we got 7 plus 2, but I should build even 3 more. Oh. Okay. That spot looks great. And we also need more mills and bakeries. Oh, you stopped working. So, mill bakery, where should I place them? There. That's a good spot. It's also funny that in Settlers 4 you wouldn't need to place most buildings that, well, perfectly. Although it's not perfectly, but... So... I need a hammer. Oh, that's correct, probably. So let's produce a hammer. And I think I should also produce more planers and builders. But only 5 hammers, because we shouldn't forget those geologists, which I will later convert to builders. So why are you standing around? So this is already looking pretty great. I really like it, so only strong soldiers. I'm also honest, I don't know what's the best ratio for bowmen and swordmen. I only go like 10 or 8% bowman and then swordman, but I don't know if that's a good ratio at all. And I'm missing stone. And I only can have 3 stone mines. 2 stone mines. Well, I should probably build one more there. So we already started producing gold. Which is great. Sadly that woodcutter can't reach those trees down there. Which I built him for. So that has to wait for now. And I want to connect everything and conquer the whole mountain. Or occupy the whole mountain. And that will hopefully allow me... Oh, there's one pioneer doing nothing. Oh, that was probably a pickaxe message. Oh, let's build more pickaxes. I think I will need quite a lot of them. So we have nearly no surplus of resources. Everything is just used. Yeah, I still need a hammer, I know that. It's probably one of the worst ideas to just place all the mines you can build. Since I will get messaged about so many missing pickaxes. And also it's quite resource intensive. So let's change the setting. Bread should go equally to stone and coal mines. So... Yeah, I still need a hammer, I know that. Should be cute. No, it's not cute. So, we have lots of gold. But our weaponsmith is not occupied. I think I never built so many tools in a single Settlers 4 game. Oh, some pioneers can't continue working. So currently I'm missing all resources. I'm not having enough boards, I'm not having enough stone, I'm not having enough anything. But that's okay, that's what I expected. I shouldn't have done it that way. That's sure. But I still did. So now all my specialists can be converted to normal people. There should be one more somewhere. There he is. And then hopefully finally my weaponsmith will be occupied. So yeah, currently I'm missing boards, so I have to wait for them. So I've got enough builders, got enough everything. I think even the speed at which stuff is built is okay. Oh, didn't I produce one more saw? I did. So well, let's just build one more sawmill. Maybe placing it down here isn't the best idea, but hey, who cares? You have that storage area up here. Maybe at some point it will be filled again. I also think these are some of the last towers I'm building, at least that one up here is probably the last one into that direction. Because after that I need to use my army to kill the blue soldiers. Well, maybe there's stone. Maybe build one more tower. Just one small tower. So my pioneers are all working great. Although I'm currently out of stone, I will move that stone cutter down here. Oh, I produced soldiers. So I actually start producing strong soldiers now. I need a pickaxe, that means we need probably 5 more, or 10 more. If I really hate that area now. Should have conquered it. But probably not because of that tree, and I can't now occupy that one point. But I hate that visual, so let's build a tower there. Yeah, now I'm having a problem. I will be annoyed by those missing tools messages, but I want to know when I'm done producing them all. So I'll keep them enabled. Well, I built lots of mines and I guess that's it. Oh, and I started producing some soldiers. Already got 10 soldiers. Yeah, well, they are strong. So I got that going. I also need to clear this area so I can build more, well, iron smelters and weaponsmiths there. Streaming schedule. None? Random? Surprising. I guess surprising is a good definition. I've got no schedule. Like, I didn't stream for 3 months. And then I just suddenly decided, hey, I still want to beat mission 6. Although I didn't make it on hard, which is still annoying. But yeah, well, I just decided to continue. Yeah, just whenever I feel like it. Oh, it worked now. No, it did not. I can't I can't occupy that one tree. So I still need a tower. Yeah, well, before I played Dragon Age, so I wasn't interested in strategy games. Or, well, no, I didn't. But I played Dragon Age, and then I finished playing Spellforce 3. And yeah, well, playing one strategy game after the other isn't really how I like playing. I like the playing different games, or different types of games. So a good mix. And that's why I decided to play some other games in between. And well, then I played some Settlers 4. Because it's great when watching series or videos. Sadly, I can't watch videos when playing this game. Because to have in-game sound, I sadly need to record my computer audio, which would mean you'd hear my browser, well, which means you would hear my stream or videos I'm watching. So that's something I certainly don't like, but I can't change it. Only Settlers 4 is the only game I couldn't get it working. At least, or the only game I tried it. So that's a bit annoying. But that's okay. And sometimes there's someone I can talk with. Well, talk with. Talk right with. I have no idea how to call it or what to call it. Communicate with. Communicate with. That's a good word. So I probably need 5 more pickaxes. Well, are we really talking if you are not talking? Yeah, well, although you say I'm talking to someone when you're writing with them. But then both are writing. So I think communicating is a good definition. Spawning in script. Well. Okay, I'm okay with we are talking. So sometimes there's someone I can talk to who just, well, ask question, responds to answers, or whatever. I'm also not sure if I had a real stream schedule. I could do something like join me on Discord or join me, well, I rather like TeamSpeak than Discord. Also, Discord dislikes my headset, sadly. I could do something like, hey, you can join Discord or whatever, and we can talk while playing. Oh, you're right. Thanks for reminding me. That's something I always forget. That's really my downfall in Settlers 4. Not having enough houses. So where should I place them? Well, let's place them here first. I can destroy them later. And it's not too uneven. Yeah, a good indicator when you don't have enough people is when there are no people standing around somewhere. So I should probably also increase... Well, I've got 300 something. So I think I'm still good, because I don't have a massive army production, which drains people. But... that certainly has been a good hint. So... there we are. Because I need to pay attention to my pioneers so they don't run into the Darkland and just get killed. Yeah, I'm only training level 3 soldiers. That might be slower, but I don't think it's a good idea to send level 1 soldiers into dark armies. I think they will just die. But I need more space here. So I'm building more woodcutters. Yeah, well, I can build like 8 gold mines, which is great. Also, when I'm finally done with all this, I will produce mana, and mana will also greatly help me, since it allows me to freeze the enemy and also to just destroy their mushroom farms with one spell, because if you use the spell Convert Land or whatever it was called, you can just make it green and then the building is destroyed. So that's an easy kill. No, I know that this is probably pretty dumb, because training generals and using teams is probably really great, because everybody waits for everyone, they all walk in the same speed, they I think even get a boost in their strength. I'm not sure about that one, but I think I read that somewhere in a description or something like that. He strengthens your troops' morale thanks to his ability to... Well, maybe it's just a text, but I don't know what it exactly means. But it sounds like he just improves everything. So it's probably a good idea to use them, but I hate them. I really hate them, because then my armies just feel so slow, I have to manage teams. Ugh. Yeah, I think when playing versus humans you should probably do stuff like that, but if you have seen me, I'm normally only marking the end of my snake of soldiers and sending them forwards, hoping that they will reach the start of that snake. So that's normally my tactics. Also, I think if playing versus humans, you should probably play very different to what I'm normally doing. Because, well, the human would try to attack some weak spots and the AI normally doesn't, or they just attack with a few soldiers and they don't attack when you are at your weakest and stuff like that. So I think playing versus AI is a lot different than playing versus humans. Well, just like in Settlers 2. But in Settlers 2 I'm used to it. But I still remember when I first played versus a human, after playing versus AI for years, and I was just stomped. Because I had no idea what to do and just played like I would versus AI. And I can tell you, that's not working. So, we finally got some more space up here. So I can probably build a large temple somewhere. Well, why not here? And then I need to clear this area so I can finally start producing some mana. Well, I'm placing those buildings there, although this seems a bit far away, because we have water nearby, which is needed to make meat. And now I should also build some eye catchers. Because I also need offense strength to... because I'm not fighting on my land and not fighting on... I can't kite them towards my land. So I need offense strength. And that's why I'm just building one of each. So that's the last one, which should go here. And that's probably the stone cut I mentioned in that message. So we have more stone up here. Yeah, I stopped the stone mines because we now have lots of stone in store again. Phew, and I didn't need those people. It looks like because now they are standing around again. Phew. Which is great. So, what can we build up here? I need more weaponsmiths, I need more gold smelters, I need more iron smelters, I need a bit more of everything. And I need to get rid of those trees. I don't know. I've got some... I have no idea how to call it. Challenge for myself in Settlers 4. And that's to remove every last tree on the map. That is not one in the area where I'm producing something. Yeah, wood. So I don't know why. But that's something I'm always doing. Trying to reach and cut every last tree. And I'm always disappointed. Sometimes you can't cut trees that are on mountains. I never fully understood that one. Because if you, for example, well, maybe this one, if this is not on a mountain maybe, but sometimes this woodcutter won't be able to cut that tree, but if you build the woodcutter really, really close, then it would be able to cut it. So I never got that one. Always felt a bit strange to me. But yeah. So, oh, right. When you produce mana, you should also have small temples, but I'm having no good spot for them yet. So that will have to wait. Yeah, I think it's a bug. For the path calculation, probably the mountain counts more towards a longer path, so they won't cut the tree. Something like that, I'm guessing. But well, only a developer of the game could really tell why that's happening. I also always thought that Settlers 4 was from 2004-ish, something like that. But yesterday I noticed in the main menu of the game that this is probably from 2001, so it's pretty old. Well, to be honest, it's better than in Age of Empires. So not Age of Empires 2, but Age of Empires. And I'm also working on our own game, and I implemented pathfinding and nearly implemented the same bug, or the same fault that Warcraft 1 had. Like when you have... Oh, now it's important. Now it's a bit complicated. For example, well, how to explain that one? So if you have an L shape, like up and to the right, so it's like, well, an L shape, but rotated by 180 degrees. So you have that L shape, and you want to go from down here to up here. The soldiers will go first there, into the edge of the L shape, and then go down, left, and then up. And I just nearly implemented the same bug to my game, because I wanted to build a lazy pathfinding, which seemingly just would implement such a bug. And it was pretty funny to find out, because I first thought that they used the easy pathfinding, which first goes into one direction until they hit a barrier and then recalculates the path, but they probably did something else. Probably, you can never be sure, because you don't have the source code, but that was my interpretation. Well, I never played Age of Mythology. I probably should, but I never did. But it's still on my list of games I want to play. So, let's see how our soldiers are doing. We have 103 offense strength, which is quite a lot. Let's move that woodcutter up here. Yeah, well, let's also move that woodcutter up here. Well, maybe I was a bit too afraid of those few soldiers. Maybe. Chinese Pantheon. So is that something you buy in the game or an expansion to the game? Oh, okay. Yeah, there are some expansions that break nice games. Because they mess up the balancing. So that's why I really liked the approach from Warcraft 3 where you were still able to play the original game. So even buying the expansion would allow you to play the campaign and stuff like that, and even play multiplayer, but you could always go back and just play the game as it was. And I really liked that approach. So now we need to find any soldier that has lost some HP. So those 25 will now be converted to gardeners. So 5 more, I guess. And then I will get rid of that dark tainted land. I'm still not sure if I should create a colony on the other side, because I think on the map preview I saw that there is a mountain, so there might be resources on the other side, but I'm not sure if I even need them. On the other hand, I could use gardeners and pioneers more easily. Oh, but I don't need a... Oh no, I did it wrongly. Go there. Only soldiers that are hurt go down. But I don't need them for that. Don't need to own the land. Well, yeah, I think I will just not conquer it. With buildings, but only with gardeners and stuff like that. So, let's send in the cleaning team. Alright, I also wanted to play Viscera Cleanup Detail or whatever it was called. That sounded like a really fun game. We need more hammers. And probably more gold. Well, I'm not 100% sure what the mission goal is. Conquer the Dark Tribe and capture the entire landscape. I don't know what's meant by capture the entire landscape. I mean, if they really get rid of everything that's tainted, this will be a really long journey. Yeah, but I'm not sure. Well, if I should just occupy everything, I really hope that's not what I need to do. I really hope. Because this will take ages. On the other hand, I only need more pioneers for that. So I should build a shipyard somewhere. And it's not that important where it's built. Well, is it? I want to build it there. Ah, come on guys. We need that space. Oh, right. There already is a tower building. So we still have enough gold, so we should produce more weapons. Which I already asked them to do, but it takes time. Okay. So... Oh, our storage area filled a bit up, so let's build more houses. House. And I still have no small temple. Well, maybe placing them up here is okay. Great. Well, planing those areas takes quite some time since it's not very even. Oh, and do I miss coal? No. There's still lots of coal laying around, so I shouldn't be worried yet, but I think at some point I should actually build more wood and then just use Charburner. Yeah, well, I didn't lose any soldier, but I defeated all of his soldiers, so... I think it's okay. Yeah, and I guess... But now let's just guessing that conquer the whole area means, or the whole landscape, means cleaning it. But I'm not sure. So, well, let's just produce more tools. And let's just produce 25 more pioneers and 25 more gardeners. So, I wanted to build my shipyard here. Oh great, it's oh, maybe here. No, that will be blocking, so better place it here. So that would be great because it's very close to the other side, but I think it would be blocking when building a ship, so no other ship could get past that area, and I think that would only cause trouble. So that's better not do it. And the other thing, yeah, I have enough free people, well maybe I have 493 people, and maybe most of them are just doing nothing, but, oh there's no but. Well, I just want to have more buildings, because this increases offense strength and defense strength, so it's technically helping. Well, I could build more eye catchers, but I think I'm lacking gold already. Oh no, I'm not lacking gold. I'm still lacking weapons. Well, if I would produce more weak soldiers, I think I would need those people. But since I'm not producing so many weak soldiers, you're probably... Oh, you have 5 guys doing nothing. That's not so good. So, my soldiers are healing up. Well, one good thing by having a colony on the other side would be that I can build a healer squadron on the other side and heal my very wounded soldiers. Heavily wounded soldiers. Huh. But that would mean I need to build a harbor building. Well, I can build that one down here. There's nothing important. And it would also mean I need to build a vehicle hall, which I can build down here, but there it would cause some trouble. Ah well, whatever. Which I can build there, and I also need to build a donkey ranch, which I can build here. And all that only... Oh, there's something I want to conquer. And that only to create a colony on the other side. Oh, music stopped. So my woodcutters did a pretty good job here. I can even build more weaponsmiths. And iron smelters. I also need more gold, I guess. But I also need more barracks. Well, I just need more of everything. Looks really mesmerizing. So my shipyard is still not built, so I can't build a ferry. So I can't get across this lake and see what's on the other side. Well, I can prepare myself. I should have at least, well, we have enough people, so why not send 15 thieves over there, so I can always scout, and even if one dies I have some in reserve. Oh, what's that spot? Please tell me you can clean that one. Please tell me it's not bugged. Please tell me. Oh, what's that? Oh, you can't do that to me. So I really hope the main goal isn't removing all the tainted area. Because if so, I've got a problem now. I think I need to remove those stones first, but for only 2 stones, that's an awful lot of work. So I've got 25 gardeners standing around, I've got 15 thieves standing around. So I can build more barracks here. That's one thing that's really annoying, that you need so many barracks if you want to produce soldiers with gold, because you can't store enough gold bars. So this woodcut, I can't find any trees. It's this one as well. Alright, I guess. Hey, more iron smelter and smiths and stuff like that. Oh, and the gold smelter. Gold smelting. So everything is slowly improving. So we got 6 more gardeners, 1 pioneer, and 6 more gardeners. That should be 50 in the end here. And 50 pioneers later. Oh, everybody's healed up. Oh, my shipyard is built. So let's build a ferry. Yeah, well, Greenpeace would be proud that I cut down all those trees. I don't think so. But hey, yeah, I'm pretty sure they would be proud of me. So that woodcutter is doing nothing right now, so I can move him up here and cut those trees. Oh, my harbor is finished. Great. I just got a flashback to when I played Factorio, and then I was thinking about Greenpeace while I was running around with a tank and shooting at everything that moves. Just because the enemy was annoyed by our pollution. Yeah, well, anyway, that's another game. So, what gotta do? So I'm thinking I missed to replace one woodcutter because there's one guy standing around. I placed one woodcutter hut there, and one woodcutter hut there, who's for that guy, and one here. So I think one is missing right now, which I should have replaced, but I did not. So I'm doing it now. Oof, maybe placing the shipyard there wasn't so smart and I should have placed it here and just sailed around the island with my ship then. Yeah, well, let's produce more honey. So we can produce more meat, so that at some point when my small temples are finished, we will produce mana. So let's move our army there. I need a hammer. Why do I always need a hammer? Take 5 hammers. So I'm even catching up with blue, although I'm only producing level 3 soldiers, which is a pretty good sign. So let's build a cart. Should I build more houses? Well, probably not. At least I don't need them right now. At a later point I should build more, but not now. So, and the current problem is actually having enough gold. Because now weapons are stacking up and gold is not. So we need more gold smelter. Great stone cutter, you can't find stone, which is next to him. So we got only 37 of them here. And only 35 of those guys there. But we should have 50-50. So now the fun begins. Okay. Now the fun begins. You guys go up there. Okay, here's nobody. Okay, so let's search everybody. Okay. Oh, there's one. Oh, there's one. There's one. Okay, 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 okay. Oh. There are 9. Damn, now I have to begin from the beginning. There should be a select all button. Okay, now I'm at the beginning, and now let's search those gardeners. He's walking, walking. Yeah, that's really a fun task. Okay, I think that should be all. So, is my ferry finished soon? Come on. This is what I can't find no more trees. Now he can. I'm honestly a bit confused how I could be missing wood, because I'm not building that much right now. But I'm still missing it. So. Now let's send over all those soldiers. So this is 50 now. Okay, that's 50. Oh, they're bugging. Oh, thanks for nothing. Yeah, that's a bit annoying that Seafaring and Settlers 4 works so bad. So, I need 8 more pioneers, because I will lose 8 now. When I occupy this cart. Okay. I can't, because I literally have no stone and no boards. So let's let our stone mine continue working. Oh, we are also missing meat. Well, lots of animals running around here. Why not hunt them? So I'm waiting for those other thieves now. Because I want to have my 15 thieves. And I hope that it won't bug this time. And then I will just ship my army. And then I will ship my gardeners. And after I've shipped them, I'm hopefully able to destroy some mushroom farms, which will decrease the mana output of the Dark Tribe. And hopefully allows me to win long terms. Well, I can stop this vehicle haul now. Hopefully they are not killed on sight, but are able to at least stay on the other side for a moment. Yeah, well, it's looking good down here. Doesn't look like there's any evil lurking. Or maybe I'm on the wrong island. Okay, let's first search. Oh no, there's dark land already. So let's search for the first enemies. Okay, there the first mushroom farm is. Well, I don't want to kill those guys, to be honest. Oh, there's someone just standing around, doing nothing. They should be walking towards their mushroom farm, but they aren't. That's a bit strange. There's an enemy army. So it doesn't look like I would be able to build a harbor anywhere on that island. Well, I need one more ferry. So that's the mountain I was talking about, which could have vital resources. Could have. Well, I still don't have enough planks, so I need to stop building for a moment now. Until I have enough planks. Oh well, maybe I could build a harbor up here. So it shouldn't be a problem at all. But I don't know what I need that mountain for. So the ferry is finished. Let's also build a trade ship. We said that you can't automate that one. So I need to keep one of those guys over here. And I want to take 5 and 10. Because 15 people can be on one ship. Oh, but it's rather 15 units. More soldiers. Oof, and I produced more soldiers already. I honestly think that even that army would suffice now to win a fight. Well, let's put those guys here. And take those guys on the other side. And I don't know why I shouldn't take so long. I mean, I'm now even catching up. Oh, I'm under attack. Has this been deceived? Oh. It's unfortunate for him. So hopefully this one is done with his work soon. Yeah, well, whatever, let's just go and start attacking. Okay, so now I have an idea which direction his headquarters is, because it's always follow those mana carrying people. So I want to slowly clear this tainted area. Oh, and I still need to occupy the whole landscape. Still, whatever that means. Oh no, he killed one soldier. Am I producing soldiers faster than I can ship them? And the saddest part is I don't need to improve my soldier production because it's even enough. So yeah. Oh, damn. One woodcutter. You. Okay, now let's keep fingers crossed that this one will work. Otherwise I will need mana. Oh, it looks like gardeners are faster than pioneers. But I need at least one pioneer close by this mushroom farm. So he can create at least one patch of land for me. Which is enough for my people to not die. Maybe they originally intended you to save those people, but they had no idea to really script it. No idea. Oh, an army's coming. Hold up. Oh, he sends in quite a massive army now. But it won't stand a chance. So now we have some wounded soldiers, which I will that was a lot cutter. Which I will collect down there. Where I will later build my healer quarters. So, now that the army is blocked off here, and I still don't know what means conquer the whole territory. So let's see if I can finally... Yay! I can finally do that one. So the question is if I need to clean up just everything or if there's something else I need to do. So I think I nearly secured this area down here. I don't think there will be much happening. So let's scout this area more and find out what's waiting for us. I also don't know if the enemy is allowed to build new mushroom farms in your area. So if occupying even the tainted land would stop them from doing so. Yay, we saved 2 of them. Well, those 2 people will be very important later, because they will help me build this harbor building. So it's not that unimportant. Oh, and I didn't save once. Ooh, that was a bit... Phew. That was risky. So, what was I about to do? Okay, no more trees. We can fix that. Oh, I think I need more people, don't I? It's important to have always enough people. There's no one standing around down here, so I'm pretty sure I need more. So I'm not producing that much mana. Question is why? Because it's not transported. So I really need more people. And I thought that this was a joke. Okay, so the foundation card is ready. Let's see, we saved one more guy. Or girl, you can't be sure in Cetus. So that's the army that goes north. And the other army goes south. And I will also take 5 priests to the other side. So, now that this is gone, I'm hopefully able to clean this area. Oh great, I'm able to clean this area. Phew. So, more people. Well, I think I should take the main route here, rather than going around. So I saved more people. So where's my thief? One should take the route in the middle and... oh, whatever. Whatever. Alright, my ferry should be here now. So now I'm confused why I have enough boards. Oh, looks like I need to build more houses. More houses. This just looks like an explosion. Okay, I should not have taken that route, I guess. It's probably not where I will encounter any enemy. Anyway, I will wait here. Okay, so here it's tainted again. But I think I should clear the northern area first, because here probably his HQ is. And to destroy a Dark Tribe HQ, you need to first destroy every and all mushroom farms. And as soon as he builds one new mushroom farm, your soldiers will just die, or your gardeners will just die. And standing next to that area. So, let's explore the north first. Okay, so we got tainted land here as well. But I will first clear this area down here. Because that way he won't be able to build any new mushroom farms there. But I will take one pioneer with me, who will mark these mushrooms farms for me. I mean, he still has like 250 soldiers somewhere. So where's that one gardener gone? Did I already ship him? No. Oh boy. To find that one guy I forgot about. Okay, there are 3 guys standing around. Need to find them later. There he is. And those 3 guys. I'm honestly intrigued. Oh, I forgot about you. I'm honestly intrigued what I could find on that mountain. So I'm producing 5 geologists just to have a look at the mountain. So I should build more gold smelters. And I should build charcoal makers to uphold my coal requirement. But I'm a bit lazy for that right now, if I'm honest. Well, let's build 10. So we got those priests here. Let's save those 8 soldiers. So it looks like that's the route to his HQ. I should keep that in mind. So those guys are pretty useless right now. Oh, that's okay for me. So, and you are finally here. And I can finally destroy you. I can finally destroy you. And build my harbor building. So I will scout with an army to the north, just to make sure that there are no hostile soldiers left who could probably kill mine. While the other army will just wait here and make hopefully sure that nobody attacks me. Oh, I really needed people. GS, what's up? Why didn't you remind me of that problem? Always the same. So, more houses. Okay, back here we should have one more farm. Oh, but here are more people. So actually occupying this area isn't useful at all. Well, I will do it anyway. So, I hopefully have 5 geologists now. So I can search that mountain. And finally find out what's in there. So I can't find an army. So I want to make sure that's all of them. 25, 24. Damn, that means one is missing. Oh no. Oh no. Let's hope I can find someone standing around here. But I can't. Oh, I found a soldier. Well, let's find that one guy. Oh, he's still here. So, that building is finished. That's 40 and 20 there. Put a storehouse here. Oh well, it's not a storehouse, it's a storage area. So it doesn't look like we have any army left up here. sadly looks like I can't clean this area. So I will try to do that with a priest. Since I still don't know what my mission goal is exactly. Because to be honest, the mission text isn't that clear at all. Well, now that I have people again, I'm producing soldiers. Isn't that surprising? Hi, Minius Or. Damn, you all have so strange names. I have no idea how to pronounce them. So I hope I really don't offend any of you. Yeah, that's at least my idea. But I'm honestly not so sure what I should do with maps like these. Because, well, there is no Dark Nation in Settlers 2. So I can't have this clear area stuff thingy. So I will have to think of something that feels adequate. But I haven't done so yet. Okay, I guess offense taking is some internet slang I don't understand. In Settlers 2 or in Settlers 4? No, not yet. Although I had quite some ideas for co-op missions. But, well, the problem is I don't want to boil them down to the same thing, which means one player has a resource and the other player doesn't. So, for example, it would be really boring if every mission is just, hey, he got iron and I don't, so we have to trade for iron. Or, well, I don't know, something like, well, I have no stone, you have stone, send me stone. Or I can't produce food, so you have to send me food, and then I can produce iron, which I will send to you. And that'd be somewhat boring. I mean, for some missions that'd be a quite good idea. But not for large numbers, so because I always want to stay with the 10 mission layout of the original game. And that's why I also want 10 missions in a co-op game. But... well, I'm just like always... well, it's not really brainstorming, but in my head I'm... like... collecting ideas for missions. Or for mission designs. And when I think I have enough, I might create one. But it'd be more fun if everybody has like his own little task he has to solve. And then at some point you start playing more together. So that's my idea for a campaign, but I'm not sure if I have enough ideas for that. So yeah, there currently isn't, short answer, but I'm planning to do so. But I don't want it to be repetitive and boring. I mean, I didn't even finish my other campaign, because I started to so heavily script the mission but well, it just takes so much time testing it. And yeah. And I'm just at mission 2. That's why I also decided to script missions less. Yeah, also some things like... Well, there's one thing I always like to do in campaigns, and that's like giving each map one task. So one main task, one main idea, whatever you'd like to call it. So, for example, one could be that you don't have enough wares for something and well, the other player has to send it to you, or that you can't produce any food or something like that. So that's okay. But then the next map should have something else. Like, you only can be as strong as your enemy if you attack at the same time, something like that. Or, yeah. So something in that direction. But I promise at some point I will do something like that. Maybe another idea is to not use the original mission layout and just go with the Settlers 4 approach, having 3 missions. Maybe that's also okay. I mean, better have 3 missions with a good idea and that make fun, or that are fun to play, than having like 10 missions which just feel repetitive. I think that's better. Well, depends on what for. For a campaign, the AI is good enough because you can script it quite good. So in RTTR we can tell the AI where it should build some buildings. That way it might be predictable, but that should be hidden at least by the map design itself. So you as a player should never be aware of the AI itself. Should be just an enemy that is strong enough to put pressure on you. And it's not important if it's an AI or a player. And that's mostly done by giving the AI an advantage. For example, on one map it can be scripted good enough, I think. Because, well, that's a spoiler now, so if you don't want to hear it, you should probably not listen. So, that's just a warning. And the second mission of my campaign, where I want to just show off what RTTR is capable of, I'm scripting the AI to... Well, you should attack it and conquer a building, and as soon as you conquer the building, the AI will... I will calculate how many soldiers the AI needs to have enough soldiers to attack you. So if the AI has like 5 military buildings, it needs 5 soldiers plus 5, well, because I only allowed towers. So I know the exact military building the AI is using, and that means that the AI can occupy that tower with 5 soldiers and attack you, and only as soon as it finally conquers a specific point again, so that gold spot again, this spawning will end. So for you as a player that you don't know that, and since I will disable statistics, I think you won't be aware of that. The AI will always conquer your spot, no matter how many soldiers you produced before, because, well, the AI will always have enough soldiers to attack. And that way it will feel hopefully fun, being not able to repel, or whatever, the hostile attack, but on the other hand, it will also feel rewarding when you finally are able to attack again, because when he occupied that spot he will stop attacking you, or at least won't have the soldiers to attack you anymore, and then you will be able to fight back. And I think that will be a good feeling, because, well, it will feel like you barely survived an attack and then you are able to make it back, and that's a good feeling. Yeah, and that's something I'm trying to do. But yeah, for that I needed quite heavy scripting, and yeah, testing it is quite time consuming, because I have to play through everything. Yeah, well, it's not actually wave spawning, and I do totally agree with you. And I haven't yet finished that once, so I don't know how it feels. But, well, that's something I have to test, but I haven't yet. So that's one thing. Another thing, and that's again where my idea is comes from, that every map should have its own special thingy, let's put it like that, is that I want to... Oh no, not run in there. Not there. Oh god. Okay, so that's where his HQ is. At least I know that one now. Okay, so I need to be a little bit up here, because soldiers running into that ring of fire will just die. Yeah. Oh, come on, guys. Stop walking into that area. Just wait back here. Let them come towards you. Another idea for that campaign is that you will be able to trade with an AI player, where you just send like grain to them and they will send you food for it. So yeah, that's one idea. Or another idea. But since I so heavily want to script it, I need to work quite a lot on it. So, and for the... And same here, this is a spoiler, so... Listening to this can probably spoil you one of those missions if I implement that idea. Another idea is to require one player to open paths for another player. Something is like a tree or a stone, something like that. And then you can't build a road over it. But without a road, your workers won't go on the other side. And that way I can, well, somewhat allow one player to clear the way for another player. Well, I should fall back here again. So that's another idea. And with that I would have 2 maps. Yes. Okay, you can't find any more trees. Okay. You. Okay. Okay. And then there must be something possible with seafaring. But I'm not yet. I don't know what I can do then. But I'm pretty sure there's something. Yeah, well, yeah, you're right. Maybe having one map even is better than having none at all. On the other hand, nobody ever tried my gods map, where you play gods. So it's a PvP map, but you just give your people, let's call them that way, you give them wares, and by doing so you can they will be able to build something. So where's that magician now? Priest, come here, thank you. Destroy that building. Great. So yeah, maybe some idea I had on another map which maybe feels the same, like you don't have the wares, I have them, let's trade with each other. But that's something like, hey, I'm in a swampy area, I can't build large buildings, so you can produce water and stone and stuff like that, when someone else is in a mountain area, so he can... why did you unload them on this side? So that other guy can only build large buildings, for example, but I don't know if that just feels annoying. Ah, come on guys. Come on down here. Yeah, well, I'm honest, I think seafaring is only fun versus AI, because the AI is dumb. As players, I never liked seafaring. Always felt pretty annoying to me. But that's just my personal take. No, don't kill that guy. Oh no, it didn't suffice. Don't run into it. Don't run into it, I need you. Okay, now fall back. Everything is fine. The farm is gone. So if you can fall back on this side as well. Oh, there's an army waiting. Let's kill it. It can be shut down easily. Oh, Sorry, what delays the match? I can't remember what I said. Oh no, on this map seafaring isn't the limiting factor. The limiting factor is that I, on one hand, have no idea what my actual task is. Because it only said, well, I have to destroy everything. Oh no, what did it say? I already forgot. Conquer the Dark Tribe and capture the entire landscape. I don't know what capture the entire landscape exactly means. So if I really have to own the territory, so everything needs to be mine, or if it's enough to just destroy the Dark Tribe. Oh, yeah. Nice. Oh, yeah, right. No, the main problem is it's not fun. What I liked about seafaring most was the ability to explore, to find new islands, to reach areas where nobody has ever been, and in RTTR, well, it's pretty PvP-ish, which takes the main fun for me, which is exploring, away. Because I always have to defend my harbor, any island will be attacked and stuff like that. And, well, that kills it for me. Also, honestly, people are smarter than the AI. So they know exactly when to attack your harbor and destroy it and disrupt your whole economy, and then your transportation is down, people die because you don't have a storehouse on the other side, and there's just so much happening. That's always unfun, for me at least. I even dislike the way how Peter Wiem, you might have seen some maps I played of him, or even his campaign. I also dislike how he utilizes the AI, the seafaring, because it also takes the fun out of the seafaring for me, because, well, it's just annoyingly go there and you always see where you are going, so you never explore another island. When I first played the fourth mission, and that's what seafaring was about for me, I was thrilled when I finally reached another island, which was uninhabited. There was nobody, so it was uncharted land, and that was so fun for me. And well, in multiplayer, well, all maps need to be somewhat symmetrical, so they are balanced. Yeah. Well, no, I think sea attacks are quite fine, but they shouldn't be the main means of attack. So my first sea maps, they were heavily meant for only seafaring, because, well, we didn't know how seafaring was working back then, because Oliver just implemented it, and, well, nobody had an idea. So I just created some maps which had seafaring, which seemed fun in theory for me. But later I often ran into the same problem, that it wasn't fun, so newer maps I made, they often use seafaring only as something supportive. So you can have two means of attack, which, well, doubles the number of possibilities. So you can be attacked either by land or by sea, so with one enemy you don't have only one border at the same time, but you can have two. So you have to defend at multiple points, which can lead to faults in your defense. And for me, fault is always the point that, so the player who makes less of them should win long terms. At least that's how I like it. That's how I currently try to use seafaring. Oh no, did I kill my med? No, they didn't. Great. So I'm currently using all my mana. Damn, there's still one guy going. Where is he from? Is there still a mushroom farm down here? I can't see one. Yeah, in lots of cases it's just, well, not fun. Yeah, I think that's the best way how to put it. It's just managing chips and hoping they do at the time you want what you like them to do, so they don't just die. And I once created a map which was made for 3 players. I have no idea how I called it. I think Mapception maybe. Which is somewhat fun because you have multiple areas for seafaring, so you have some on your own island, you have some on the enemy island, there are islands you can conquer, so they actually have everything I like. Except there's one problem. Attacking only works by sea. And I played it once real time and we had statistics enabled, and yeah, you could have a look at statistics, and I knew I was stronger than both enemies each, but I also knew as soon as I attack one I'd be attacked, and at some point I didn't want to wait anymore. So I attacked, and yeah, well, at the same time I was attacked, which then caused my harbor to be destroyed, which also means that all my soldiers had no base anymore, so they died. So I lost, like, I have no idea how many soldiers attacked. Could be wrong, but I think it was more than 100 I sent over there, and they just died. And well, that's when I finally decided seafaring should never be the only means of attack, except in some cases. Yeah, it felt really great after 4 hours of playing to be defeated like that. But yeah, yes, it happens. So let's check if there is still a defensive ring or not. Or maybe safe. I mean, I also created that those Landung maps where you... Oh, I think that's his HQ, isn't it? I also created those Landungs map, which sound fun at first, but when playing them, they are just tedious, since you have to, well, just land on the other side. And nothing happens. Okay, so its HQ is no longer defended, so let's hope that 8 spells are enough to destroy it. And that he won't build any new mushroom farm. Yeah, sadly, Settlers 2 on large maps always boils down to one thing, and that's, well, you just have a look at the statistics and you check out who has more soldiers and who produces more, because then you always know who will win in the end. Because, well, you can just calculate it. by subtracting the one number from the other, and then you know who wins. And so really, that's my task. But what's that with the... I didn't need all that stuff, because I don't need to conquer the whole landscape. I just need to destroy the Dark Tribe, and that's it. That's a bit disappointing. Well, in most games they are not disabled. But I also often thought about that one. Does it really change something? What feels worse? Playing for 3 hours straight, thinking you are doing good, only to find out, nope, you have been defeated like 2 hours ago, because your economy sucks? Or is it better to know it straight on, so you can at least give up? I don't know. I'm not sure what I like more. Oh, I forgot what I saved. It should be F for finished. Yeah, so I don't know what I like more. But well, if you like to, we can try online PvP. I mean, most people think I'm pretty good. I don't think I'm good anymore, because I haven't been playing multiplayer for quite a time. So I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm in. I'm honestly Kanji or whatever your name is, if you are listening, I know that you are always searching for opponents, but I'm honestly a bit afraid to play against you, because I know that you are pretty good and you are playing lately much. Yeah, well, sadly it's always frustrating for one, I think. I mean, I understand both sides, and so at some point it's just humiliating for someone if, well, they should not give up and try to fight you, but well, you clearly know they can't win. So it's somewhat humiliating. Damn, I can't pronounce that one. So that feels bad for the one who's losing, but I also understand that it's quite unrewarding for someone putting so much effort into playing better, not being able to defeat someone. That's just the same. Oh look, they forgot to put heights in here. They never finished this map. They put some here and then they just stopped and let it flat as it is. It's not a finished map. Yeah, well, it depends on. I played some team games where it's possible, because even if you are nearly defeated, you can just fall back and all your allies can defend you and you can build up. But in most cases, it's sadly, if you are weaker than the enemy, you will stay weaker. There are only a few cases where, for example, what my biggest mistake often is, I try to build a really strong production. So I start with lots of tools and stuff like that, and when I'm finally ready to produce lots of soldiers, I'm often behind. So I often on large map would need 1 hour more, so more time, and then I would be stronger. So in those cases it's helpful to have one ally who is faster and one who is slower. But yeah, well, that's a rare thing that happens. And yeah. But that's one possibility how this could happen. Also, one big problem in Settlers 2 is map knowledge. If you know the map, you will play better for sure than someone else who doesn't know the map. So that's granted. And that's a really big problem. But sadly our random maps suck. So they aren't a solution to that. That's why I often tell people where to find gold or where some strategic points are. Because I'm hoping they will listen to me and try to conquer them. For example, I really love the Green Island. That's the map I like most. But you have to know that you should conquer the middle because you only have some gold in the beginning and then the remaining gold is in the middle. And if you don't fight for it, well, you will just lose. At least long terms. Yeah, so you have to know that or you will lose. And you also have to obey that. So yeah, that's also a problem. I mean, I played most maps. And I also know which maps suck. For example, Atomium maps, they are pretty good balanced, but I dislike them because they look so flat and just everywhere the same. So that's why I dislike those maps, although they are balanced. So that's another problem. Yeah, but in Settlers 2 it's even worse, I think. Because you have to plan ahead more. I mean, in Age of Empires 2, if you don't know where gold is, you can still scout and it's not that important where your building is. But in Settlers 2, if you don't know that, for example, the enemy can attack you at some point that you just build a barracks there and he attacks you and cuts off your land, then you're pretty much screwed up. And that's something that can't happen in other strategy games. Well, I personally, on one hand, don't like the look of them. They just look like you'd expect a random map to look like. Funnily, they look like those Pioneers of Pagonia maps. Just like random maps. They are all this different but the same. Which, well, is boring by design for me. And well, you will never like explore something that looks cool. It always looks the same. And I also think their building space to trees to mountain ratio isn't that good. And in most cases those maps are just awfully balanced. Really awfully. So you won't be able to win from some positions. Or if there was something like mirror map, also if the maps are mirrored as well, then it might be better, but I don't know. I think random maps for Settlers 2 aren't working that well. I mean, yes, I wanted to implement the Settlers 4 random map generator. I mean, I can show that. The random map generator in Settlers 4, although it might look boring, I think it has something good. You can just click on random and then it will always generate like these tiles, as you can see. So it's a tile with mountain, it's a tile with desert, it's a tile with water, it's a tile with desert again. And then if you click on play, those maps are not fully balanced, but they are a bit better balanced than they are in Settlers 2, so I tried to implement this type of map generator as well. And there's a video on my channel which shows different map generators. That also includes my map generator, but I never finished it. But I think the basic idea is still good. But my implementation sucks. And never was finished. So that's one way on how to do it. Yeah, well. So with that you could create something like spawn a player and then spawn, for example, 2 mountain tiles in his vicinity and 5 2 mountain tiles, 2 mountain tiles, 5 Greenland tiles, and maybe 5 unbuildable tiles, which could either be swamp, or could be desert, or could be water. Oh, well, maybe not water, because you can fish there. So that's an idea. That would be at least a non-sucking generator, I guess. Or less sucking, let's call it that. So yeah, that's my idea for that. But I never implemented it. I still need to implement my other add-on. I still need to do so much. But I never take time to do so. Because I still want to implement an inventory limit for catapults, so they can only have like 1 stone in them, so reloading takes quite a lot of time. And I also want to implement an add-on that changes the hit probability of catapults, so currently it's fixed 70%, but I want to add an option to set it to like maybe 50%, 30%, something like that, and that it is distance based, so at 14 nodes, which is the maximum extent, the catapult may only hit with, for example, 20%, while at, I don't know, the minimum range, let's say 5 nodes, for example, that at 5 nodes it's 70%, and then it's just a fall off for hit probability. So I also want to implement those add-ons, and then I also want to implement the alternative mining add-ons for all resources, where you can change the behavior to work like in Settlers 4, so mines never fully deplete, but the chance for an alternative cycle increases, which means, well, let's put it that way. Under a mine you can have up to, I think, 49 nodes of resources, because, well, its distance is 2. So we can have up to 49 nodes under it, each with 7 ore, so it's 49 by 7 maximum. And every time one of those ores is used up, the chance decreases to actually create an ore, but ore is never fully used up, so you will always have 1 ore left, which means you have 1 Now what's the calculation? 7 divided by 49 or something like that. I forgot the actual calculation, so that's the minimum production for a mine that has full resources under it. And, well, anyway, so resources are never fully used up, but always something is left, but the chance to actually mine a resource decreases, which then leads to alternative cycles, working cycles, which by default will just produce nothing. So, well, you put in one food and you will get nothing. But I also want to implement that you can change this one to produce stone at 10%, at 50%, or at 100%. So you will actually get something, like you get stone but there's no ore in it. Or, and that might be even more fun, that any mine can produce a lower grade resource. So a coal mine will produce granite, an iron mine will produce coal, and a gold mine will produce iron instead, which might not make sense in the real world, but from a game perspective this makes sense, because that way you will always be able to produce at least some soldiers, but the economy will stagger from time to time. But yeah, I still have to implement that, which I didn't. Oh boy, there are still so many missions to play. That's 12 more. Oh boy, that's so many missions to play. Well, I have no idea how many more. Did I already play those Great Crusade maps? Oh, why is it in German? Oh, I'm confused. Oh, I don't think I played those. Oh, it's the real world. Now I get it. Huh. Oh. That's something for later. Yeah, well, I like to play with some specific settings in multiplayer, which most people hate, I think. But for me it's about making mistakes. Well, maybe I'm playing the game for too long at all. But for me it's always about making mistakes. So well, maybe like 10 years ago I played with lots of those quality of life settings. But I disabled them all now, because they make the game so easy, and then nobody makes mistakes, which means you heavily depend on the map. That the map is balanced, and less on the player's actual skill and being able to multitask. But yeah, if you feel like playing one day, I'd really like to, because I also like to stream Settlers 2 again. And, well, I would stream our match then. Maybe explain some things I'm doing, so you can always watch at my side what I'm doing. But yeah, if you'd like to play, just message me either via our forum or Discord, or still think that YouTube has a messenger. I don't know. So if you'd like to play it someday, just feel free to ask. Also can play together versus AI if you like to. But I can also teach you. So we can play versus AI and just annihilate them, hopefully. Yeah. And maybe I will create a proof of concept for a multiplayer mission, but I'm yet to have to decide which idea I want to implement. But yeah, so since I'm not playing anymore, I'd say see you around, and thanks everyone who was watching. See you around.